Welcome friends, let us study about the power transmission on my YouTube channel. Kindly like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. In today's lecture, we are going to study about the need for the power transmission and different elements for the power transmission. Kindly see the two sketches. First sketch indicates the example of electrical power transmission in which electricity is transmitted from GEB or from power station to GEB and GEB to our home. So that is an example of electrical power transmission. On the right hand side you can see the tiny flour mill, or you can say the domestic flour mill in which the grains can be grounded. So here you can see it is connected with the motor, and motor is connected through belt. So here power is transmitted from motor to the flour mill, and that is the example of the power transmission but mechanical. So here in today's lecture, in today's chapter, we are going to study about the power transmission, but it is a mechanical type power transmission. It means how the mechanical power is transmitted from one place to another place. And the simple example that we have seen is the, you can say, flour mill. So these are the, you can say, different examples of the mechanical power transmission. So here you can say first bicycle. So when we ride on the bicycle, we are transmitting our manual power to the rear wheel by using the, you can say, chain. So that is a mechanical power transmission. This is a chain. This is again mechanical power transmission example in ropeway. This is the mechanical power transmission using the gears. And this is the mechanical power transmission in cutting. I think this is the exo machine which you must have seen in the workshop, which is utilized for cutting. So here the motor is there, and from on the motor pulley is connected, and the power is transmitted from the pulley connected to the motor to the pulley at the top with the help of the belt, and then the power is transmitted to the, you can say, exo blade where the cutting is taken place. So all these are the different examples of the mechanical power transmission, and that we are going to study in detail in today's lecture. So you can see the different example as we have studied. This center portion on which the gear is connected, that is known as the shaft. So that is the element, one element of power transmission. This is the pulley on which the belt or the flexible connection is connected, that is known as the pulley. This is the belt through which a number of pulleys are connected, that is known as the belts. Chain, gears, bearings. So all are the different elements of the power transmission. The other elements are shaft, axle and spindle. Shaft, it is an element of power transmission which is used to mount rotating element of power transmission. So here shaft is nothing but an element on which the rotating element is connected or mounted. Gear, pulley, flywheel are mounted on shaft, and it supports between the bearings, and that shaft is supported between bearings. Axle, it is similar in shape as shaft and used to mount the rotating element, but it does not rotate along with them. So shaft rotates along with the gear, pulley, flywheel something, but axle is same as the shaft, but it does not rotate along with them. In bicycle, front wheel and the rear wheel are mounted on the respective axles, and axle does not rotate along with the wheel. Spindle, it is a short shaft used to provide rotating motion to the cutting tool or workpiece in various machines. So if we are going to use the drilling machine or different machines, right, we require the short shaft to mount the cutting tool or to mount the workpiece, and that short shaft is known as the spindle. So this is the, you can say, another three elements of power transmission: shaft, axle and spindle. Types of power transmission. So there are two types of power transmission. One is the individual drive, Another one is the group drive. Now let us study what is the individual drive. So individual drive, we can see that one motor, one machine. Let us see what is that. In individual drive, each machine is connected to individual motor. Now machine I have taken as a power required machine. So machine is a, you can say, element which requires power. Without power, machine cannot be operated. And it is to be connected individually with a motor. So what is a motor? So motor is nothing but the power or the motion producing machine. This arrangement is costly, having an advantage that when one motor fails, working of only one machine stops and it requires the more space. So consider we have 3 machines. So we have 3 motors. So the cost is high. It requires the more space. Another thing, if one motor fails, right, only machine number 1 will stop working. Other 2 machines are continue to work because other 2 motors are running. And that is known as the individual drive, where one motor, one machine. Another one is the group drive, where one motor is connected to the 3 machines. So here motor 1 is there, which is connected through the belt, and through this belt, this motor is connected to the machine number A, machine number B, and machine number C. It means one motor is connected to the 3 machines. In group drive, more than one machine is connected to one motor only. This arrangement is cheap, having a disadvantage that when motor fails, working of all machines stops. It requires the less space. So that is the individual drive where one motor, one machine. There is a group drive where one motor can run more than one machines. Now, different types of power transmission. Again, mechanical power transmission can be divided into 2 categories. One is the friction drive, another one is the mass or positive drive. Now, what is the friction drive? In this type of drive, power is transmitted from one shaft to another shaft due to friction. So you can see here, the 2 pulleys are there. One is the larger pulley, this is the, you can say, smaller pulley. And on that pulley, the belt is mounted. So when one pulley will rotate, due to the, you can say, belt mounted on them, the another pulley will also rotate. And this will rotate only and only due to friction between the belt and the pulley. Now consider if the belt is having more length, or it is loose belt, or we have provided the lubrication between the belt and the pulley, then what will happen? Then the friction will be not there, and then there will not be the power transmission. So the friction drive is a type of drive in which power is transmitted due to friction. If friction is not there, power will not be transmitted. Mass or positive drive. In this type of drive, power is transmitted from one shaft to another shaft due to interconnected elements like chain drive. So you can see here the pedal is there, and pedal is connected to the rear wheel with the help of the chain drive. So here power from the pedal or manual power from the pedal is transmitted to the rear wheel due to the interconnected, that is the chain, right? So here we don't require friction. Here we put the lubrication because we want to reduce the friction. Now if friction is there here, then what will happen? It will reduce the power transmission. So here mass or positive drive is due to mainly interconnected elements. So there are 2 main types of power transmission, friction drive and the mass or positive drive. Now friction drive can also be subclassified into 2 categories, flexible connection drive and direct drive. So this is the, you can say, first figure or first animation, that is the belt drive. That is nothing but the flexible connection drive. And the bottom animation, that is the direct drive. Now what is the flexible connection drive? In this type of drive, 2 shafts are connected using the flexible material, flexible element, maybe belt, maybe rope. That is known as the flexible connection drive. Direct drive. In this type of drive, 2 shafts are coupled directly without any flexible element. So here we don't use the flexible element. 2 shafts are directly connected, and due to friction between them, they transmit the power. So that is nothing but the 2 types of friction drive, flexible connection drive and direct drive. Then the Another example of the, you can say, flexible drive, again there are two types, belt drive and rope drive. So if they are connected using the belt, then it is known as the belt drive. If they are connected using the rope, then it is known as the rope drive. The two animations show individual example. Mesh and positive drive. There are two classification of mesh and positive drive. One is chain drive, another one is the gear drive. Now the first animation shows the chain drive, second animation shows the gear drive, where the positive contact is required. Kindly ask your queries in the comment box. Kindly like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.